Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please click like and subscribe and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks so much for all the new subscribers that are coming on board and the feedback has been very good, very positive and uplifting and encouraging. So thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. And you'll see I'm wearing a Ace Frehley t-shirt from Kiss. I saw Ace Frehley open up for Alice Cooper last night in Boston, Massachusetts. That's why I sound a little hoarse. I really enjoyed the Ace Frehley. If his set list was predominantly Kiss songs, with the exception of a medley of the cover tunes from his newest album, Origins Volume 2. Every other song was a Kiss song. So it was, and he looked great, sounded great. And Alice Cooper was the ultimate showman. Enjoyed his show as well. Seen him many times. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Longrow 18. This is a 2019 release, and just going to talk a little bit comparing it to the Springbank 18, which is, this one's a 2020 release. Both non-chill filtered, no coloring added, and they're both at 46% ABV. However, the Longrow is peated and it's double distilled as opposed to Springbank, which is 2.5 times distilled and slightly peated. Okay. Longrow 18, 2019 release. On the nose, predominantly is burned rubber, not the Ardbeg burnt rubber, more subdued version of the Ardbeg 10 burnt rubber, but you get the burnt rubber and a very noticeable burnt matchstick note. I would not describe it as sulfur because it does not having any of that rotten egg sensation whatsoever. On the nose, getting a little sourdough fermented sourdough, like raw dough, raw sourdough. And on the palate, you pick up the peat on the palate. It's not it's not a dominant peat note, but it is there. A bit dry and a little bit astringent. A little bit of mint and menthol in there, a little bit. I would describe it as a long, dry, palate cleansing finish. The price, if you can find them, the Longrow 18s go in the low 200 in the United States, in my area. 220, 230. If you're lucky, maybe 210. Whereas the Springbank 18 seems to be a little harder to find, and it goes for $250 all day long in my neck of the woods. I've heard in the New York area from one of my people that commented, said that they're sitting on the shelves in New York at $200 a bottle. So just thought I'd pass that along as far as the price goes. I'm really, I spent considerable time with both these. I'm not going to go too much into the 18 because I've recently reviewed it and compared it to the Springbank 10. So please watch that review there. I scored this between an 89 and a 91, the Springbank 18. The Longrow 18, in my opinion, it's got more going on. You're getting the burnt match note, which I like. The sourdough, a little bit of peat, a little bit of menthol. It's a little bit more complex. And the Longrow 18, I'm really not picking up much of the fruit notes. That burnt matchstick, I think, kind of overpowers some of the anticipated fruit notes. Whereas the Springbank 18, the candied fruit notes are prominent on the nose and the palate. And the Springbank 18 is much less dry, even I would say on the sweeter side of things. Thoroughly enjoy both of them. They're really apples and oranges. How would I rate the Longrow 18? I'm going to rate the Longrow 18 between an 89 and a 91 and a half, heading towards even a 92 because of the complexity. But on any given day, I could enjoy each one of these equally. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked today's show, please click like. And again, thanks for all the new subscribers. Really appreciate it. And remember, no matter how good it is or how much it costs, it's just whiskey, folks. So hats off to you all, and take care, and rock on.